Good evening, groovy citizens, and happy, fantastic Friday. Y'all, it is Friday. It seems like I just said happy Friday yesterday, but it wasn't. It was actually a week ago, but it is Friday. It is my prayer that you all have had a wonderful and phenomenal week. I know I have. Has it been perfect? No, but it has been wonderful and phenomenal nonetheless. Why? Because I claim to have a great day every day, no matter what, and I need you to do the same. So I am excited, but before I get into today's topic, y'all, when I tell you it is cold, y'all believe me, it's cold. It's 28 degrees. It's been cold all day long. It's been so windy. I went to Chipotle earlier because I had to have me a vegetable rice bowl, and when I opened the door to go in, the wind grabbed the door and almost yanked my arm off. I said, good God Almighty. I don't know why I didn't just let the door go. I guess because it happened so quick, I didn't have time to react. But y'all, it's cold out here. It's windy. A couple times Dad had to come out and pick up trash that had blown in front of my yard. I see a piece of cardboard boxes out there now, so I'll get that in a few minutes. But other than that, y'all, it's been a great day, and it is going to be a great weekend. And we're gonna jump into today's topic. So today's topic, y'all, this hits so close to home. It's called "It's Time to Make It Personal." I'm gonna say that one more time. It's time to make it personal. I don't know who else needs to hear this. This is for me, but I need you all to really let this sink in. And the quote that I'm going to be sharing with you is by Marcus Elevation Taylor. I think I've shared one of his quotes before, but if you get a chance, go to YouTube, look him up. This brother is phenomenal, okay? And so here's what he says. He says, I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what you've been called to do, what you've been called to accomplish, what you've been destined to build. It's time to take a deep dive into the deeper parts of yourself, the parts of you that nobody sees. Because you do know that there's a part of you and myself that you all see and others see in you, but then there's a part of you that nobody ever gets to see. And that's the part that you really need to dig deep down inside of, get in touch with as you listen to this video. He says, you shine in public. Come on, somebody. But I'm just wondering, can you conquer in the dark? That'll shout you right there. You shine in public when it's lights, camera, action, but can you conquer in the dark? Excuse me, y'all, because y'all know my sinuses are draining. When you make it personal, what you do behind closed doors matters. So it's not just the stuff that you do outside that everybody can see that matters. It's the stuff that you do behind closed doors that matters. He says, so I'm just wondering, when are you going to make it personal? Where are your values behind the scenes? What do your habits look like behind the scenes? What kind of work are you putting in behind the scenes? Let me unpack that real quick for y'all. So when he says, what do your habits look like behind the scenes? It made me think about that person that says they're trying to lose weight, right? And that's a great thing. And you see them, but it looks like they never change. Well, you know why they don't change? Because their habits behind the scenes, i.e. what they do in their home that you can't see, they're not lining up with their goals. They say they want to lose weight, but in their homes, they have all these high calorie snacks. You know, they're eating takeout through Grubhub or whoever else it is they ordering their food through. So outside in public, they're telling you they want to lose weight and they're living a healthy lifestyle, but behind the scenes, there's something else going on. Come on, somebody. You have that person on the outside, they tell you that they're secure in who they are. And you think, wow, this person is so positive. I love that. But behind the scenes, they're beating themselves up. They don't believe in themselves. And they're sabotaging everything that they touch with their thinking. They have what I like to call stinking thinking. They have that thinking that on the outside, they say, I can win. I can do this. I will do this. But on the inside, they telling themselves, this will never work. I'm never going to be successful. But that's not what they're telling you. Y'all let that sink in, because I'm telling you, we all have been down that road a time or two. And if you say you haven't, you're telling the tale, because we all have. He says, when your personal life lines up with your purpose, the public authority is yours. Can I say that one more again? He says, when your personal life lines up with your purpose, and that's the problem. For a lot of you, your personal life is not lining up with your purpose. Your personal life is here, but your purpose is here. You got to get them on the same page so that they're lined up with one another. He says, you want the power to change people's lives. Can you stretch yourself? Come on, somebody. I believe I have the power to change people's lives just by what I say and what I do. And if someone asks me the question, Michelle, he says, can you stretch yourself? Of course I can. I do it every day. I do it every day, but everybody can't do that. But you want that power, but you're not willing to stretch yourself. He says, can you condition yourself? Can you believe again? Can you see it again? Can you write it again? Can you make this thing personal? And as this unfolds and I unpack it a little bit more, you're going to understand what I mean by can you make it personal. And he says it doesn't start with the people connected to you. It starts with you. That's where we see the whole can you make it personal come together. Most of you all are doing what you're doing for other people, but you haven't made it personal. And it's cool that you're doing what you're doing for your kids and for your wife and for your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or whoever it is, your best friend, your neighbor, your school teacher, all the people that believe in you. That's great. But until you make that thing personal, meaning it's about you, me wanting to do what I do, i.e. being a motivational speaker, I'm not doing that for anybody else. I'm doing it for me. I'm making it personal. Because that's what God has put in me. Now, yes, I want to use my gift to bless other people, but this is personal. This is personal. It's not about trying to make anybody else happy. It's about making Michelle happy by achieving her goals. Oh, come on, y'all. That'll shout you right there. He says it doesn't even start with your past. It starts with where you are and where you're going. He says, can you look ahead? Can you stretch forth? Can you condition yourself? Can you prepare yourself for the next thing? Make it personal. It doesn't start with everybody. It starts with me. It starts with you, because people will leave you for dead. And then what's your why? See, that's why I love when he talks about making this thing personal, because when you do what you do for other people and they decide that they're done with you, they don't want to be bothered with you, they've thrown you away, they've moved on. Now what's your why? Because what you were doing for that individual. So if you were working your butt off, I'm saying you working 3 jobs because you want to buy a home for the man that you love or the woman that you love, and build this family, right? And so you're working 3 jobs, you're doing all of that, and that person says, wow, I think this relationship has run its course. I'm ready to move on. And they up and leave. And now you're just standing there like, are you serious? Because I've been busting my butt trying to make you, because I wanted to make you happy, and you just leave me? That's it? Well, what's your why now? What is your why to keep pushing forward? What is your why to keep going to those 3 jobs and putting your money away and being a good steward over your money? What is your why? Because the why that you had is gone. And now you're left standing there looking like you just lost your best friends and your best box of crayons. You have nothing now because your why has left you. That's why I love this conversation about making it personal, making it about you. Stop making it about other people, because those people will go on and leave you, and then there you are left with your hands empty trying to figure out, what do I do now? Because my why just walked out the door. I have nothing left. And that's when you just ball up in the corner, or as I like to say, sit in your little chair, rocking back and forth like this, thinking, what am I going to do now? Make it personal, y'all. Make it personal. I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. But he says, don't just be great in public, be great in private. No, I'm sorry. Let me go back. Oh, wait a minute. Go back before that. So after he asked the question, what's your why? He says, what did God put in you? Release it to the world. Let me put a pin right here. I'm asking you all right now, what did God put in you? See, I know what God put in me. Now, I'm not saying that you need to respond to this video and tell me, but think about that. What did God put in you? You need to know, because God gave you a gift. I promise you he did. He gave all of us a gift. So you need to think about, what did he put in you? And then when you figure out what it is that he put in you, I need you to release that thing to the world. See, God doesn't give us gifts for us to keep for ourselves. He gives us gifts to share with the world. Come on, somebody. He says, if it's going to be personal, make it personal. Don't just be great in public, be great in private. Let me tell you something. When I can pat my own self on the back. I believe that I'm great in public, but I'm also great in private. See, I'm great when y'all don't see me. I'm great when I'm preparing to motivate the masses, if you will. I'm great when I'm in my prayer closet. I don't just wait till I get out in public and to shine so the light can, y'all know how the light just kind of shines down on you in movies. I don't do that. I'm great in private, long before I step out here in public. And I need you to do the same thing. He says, if I pulled up your search history, what would I find? Would you still be an example to the world? Come on, somebody. See, here's the thing. You have some people that they are the perfect example to the world when they're out in the world. But behind closed doors is something else going on. And like you said, if I pulled up your search history, what would I find? Would you still be an example to the world? See, some people are only example to the world when the world can see them. Come on now. But when it's just them, they're not an example to anybody. He says, how personal is your purpose? Every single day, you are either losing ground, come on now, or gaining ground. The choice is yours. I don't know about you, but I don't like losing anything. So every day, I make sure that I am gaining ground because I don't want to lose anything. He said, this time, make it personal. You have to know the difference between contribution and commitment. Come on now, because they're two different words. You have to know the difference between contribution and commitment. Everyone wants I can't read my own writing. Everyone wants to, something that I wrote down, but nobody wants to be committed. Oh, everybody wants destiny, but nobody wants to be committed to destiny. You want to contribute to the idea that you can be something. Hear what I'm saying? You want to contribute to the idea that you can be something. You want to contribute to the idea that something is going to come of the sacrifice that you made, but you have not sacrificed anything. You have not suffered. You are not committed. And that's the problem. You all want something, but you're not willing to commit yourself to doing it. If I want to lose weight, I have to be committed to eating right, exercising, and making those two things line up. If I want to be good at being a great speaker, I've got to be committed to speaking. If I want to be committed to, if I want to succeed at growing my tribe, if you will, on YouTube, I have to be committed to getting my videos out there. I can't just do a video today and then I don't show up on camera again for another month or two. It doesn't work that way. You've got to be committed, and that is the problem that so many people have. You want stuff, but you're not willing to commit to doing what you have to do to get it, but you want it like right now. No, you've got to put in the work. How committed are you? He says, when you are committed, you give everything you have, every single week, every single day, every single hour, every single minute. You are dreaming, you are thinking, you're vision casting. I love that word. You're writing it down, making it plain so that it can become a reality. And that is so true. You cannot be committed to your goal, but you only put in the work a couple of times a week. It just doesn't work that way. In order for me to be committed to what I do in terms of my coaching and my motivation, I am committed. I'm always thinking of new topics to talk about. See, I pray, God, now we talk, and I say, Lord, I need you to show me what is it that you would have me to share with the people this week or today. Or I say this week for my podcast, but today I'm committed, and I'm always thinking about what it is that I need to do to be great at what I want to do. And like I said, you got to do this every single week, every single day, every single hour. You have to commit yourself to bettering yourself. Come on now. And it's the same thing with work. If you want to be great at what you do at your job, you've got to be committed to it every day. You know, if your company offers training, look into that to see what kind of training you can take. But you've got to be committed to it. So if you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. Come on now, that'll shout you right there. If you can see it in your head, you can hold it in your hands. He says, the question I want to ask you is, are you committed? And I want you all to think about that again. And I want you to comment in the description box, comment below and tell me, are you truly committed to what it is that you have decided that whatever that thing is, that's your goal or your mission? Are you truly committed? Or are you just committed sometimes? Are you just committed when you feel like it? Let me tell you this real quick and I'm gonna move on. When I ask the question, are you committed? Let me tell you how committed I am to speaking life into you. That's why I call my coaching business Speak Life Coaching Group, because I am truly committed. I am committed every time I hit that record button, because you all don't know this, but there are some days that I don't feel like, and I've shared this with you all before, I don't feel like motivating a soul. I don't feel like motivating anybody. I don't care if you get motivated or if you don't. I just don't, because maybe I'm not having such a great day, or maybe I truly just don't feel like it. I'm gonna tell you, I had COVID about a year or so ago, about a year and a few months ago. I didn't feel good, but I got in front of this camera and I did my videos. You know why? Because I was committed. I was committed to motivating you even when I felt like crap, because I knew once I finished and I hit that end button, I can take my butt on back in the house and sit down somewhere. But I was so committed. And even my mom was like, maybe you need to, take some time and rest. And I said, yeah, I will, but it's only gonna take me a few minutes. I'm gonna do this video and I'm back in. I put on my makeup, I put on my best smile, and I came out here and I motivated you, and I felt like crap. But that's how committed I am. That's like today, I'm late in the day getting this video done because I've just been kind of tired today. Like I said, it's been a great day, just tiresome because I've had so many things to do, but I'm committed, and that's why I'm here doing this video, because I love you all and I want you all to succeed. It's not about Michelle, but I am committed to what I do. But that's what I'm talking about when I talk about commitment. He says, see, when you make it personal, everything changes. He said, see, you made it about your girlfriend the last time. You made it about your boyfriend the last time. You made it about your kids the last time. And your kids started acting up and you let the dream go. That's the problem. When you make it personal, you don't allow anything or anyone to get in your way. But as soon as those folks start acting a fool and cutting up and decide they're going to just leave you by yourself, then you get uncommitted and you just let it go by the wayside, because now the people that you were doing it for, they don't want to be bothered with you anymore. And so your why is gone. And remember, we talked about that when I first opened. He said it's got to start with you and God first. God put a gift inside of everybody, and it's our responsibility to release it to the world. There are so many people depending on you. Let me put a pin right there. There are so many, and that is so true, you guys. There are so many people that depend on you. I can't tell you how many times I get inbox messages, DMs, text messages, phone calls from people saying, Michelle, I watched your video. Excuse me, I should have bought me some water out. And you have no idea how your video blessed me. You have no idea how I needed to hear what it was you were talking about. Thank you so much. There are people out here that are depending on you. They depend on whatever it is that you have to offer to help get them through. They watch you succeed, and it gives them the strength to say, I need to keep pushing so that I can succeed. You just have no idea, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, you don't. So that's why you've got to stay committed. He said there are so many people depending on you, but it has to start with you and God. What he put in you, make it personal. Last time you were just going through the motions and you got tired and weary, but are you courageous enough? Do you have enough faith? Come on, somebody. Are you bold enough to come back to the scene and make it personal? Again, when you put whatever it is you're doing and you put it out there and you're doing it for something or someone else, you get tired, you get weary, but you've got to make it personal. Everybody wants public authority, but nobody wants private discipline. Step into your gift. You are worthy, you are special, and you are necessary. What you have to offer is necessary because, like I said, somebody somewhere needs what it is that you have to offer. So stop thinking that you don't matter, because you do matter. I'm going to tell you a little secret. It doesn't matter if you only matter to one person. Let me tell you something else. When I do my videos, my prayer, I say, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable unto you. And let what I say be a blessing to just one person, Lord. Let one person be blessed by what I have to say. That's all I'm asking, Lord. If you send more, great. But just one person, that's all I'm looking to bless today. Now, granted, more people get blessed by what I say and I do, but it goes to show you that you've got to do what you do because somebody needs to hear what you have to say. When I put up my motivational posts on Facebook and Instagram and in a Facebook group that I'm a moderator for, I'm thankful if just one person says, Michelle, thank you so much. This blessed me. I needed this. That's so reassuring to know that what you do makes a difference. But I make it personal. I make it personal because it is my goal to stay committed to what I said I was going to do. And I need you all to do the same thing. Listen, you guys, that's my time. Hopefully something that I said resonates with you, makes you stop and think about, I need to stay committed. I need to stay committed. And let me just say this. You've got to stay committed even when you put out a phenomenal post, a post that is just such a blessing, and nobody comments on it. Nobody likes it. Nobody gives you a heart, a thumbs up, no comments, no nothing. You know what? You've got to stay committed. And you've got to keep doing what God put in you to do. Because I promise you, just because nobody liked it or they didn't leave a comment, somebody saw it. And I can tell you, I know that because sometimes I have people inboxing me saying, Michelle, I love your posts. I wake up looking forward to them every morning. I love your videos. I love when I get that notice saying that you put up a new video, because it's such a blessing to me. Now, I never would have known that had they not told me, because I don't know that they've seen the video. I have no way of knowing that they've actually seen the video, so they don't comment on it, they don't like it, but they see it. So that's why I'm telling you, stay committed, keep doing what you do, because somebody needs you. But most importantly, make it personal. Make it personal. You're doing this because this is what God has called you to do. You're not doing it for anybody else. Listen, if you're new to watching my videos, I want to say welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If this is not your first rodeo, I want to say welcome back. Y'all know I miss you and I don't get a chance to see you. Go out there, enjoy the rest of your evening. If you're going out, please be safe. You know, we're still in the midst of COVID, so please be safe out there. And just be careful of your surroundings. So much stuff is going on in this world. That's why I pray for the world every single day, several times a day, because so much is going on in this world. So if you have to go out, please be safe. You know the drill, you know the spiel. I love you all to the moon and back, and there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that can ever change that. I am committed to loving each and every one of you. I am committed to encouraging you to be the best you possible, because I truly want to see you succeed. Love you all, and we'll talk again tomorrow.